these people who go on Instagram, they go out here and promote this idea of beauty. First and foremost, I think that beauty is simply an idea.
Yeah.
It's not a standard. It's not a standard because it goes with the whole one man's trash is another man's treasure idea, right? Just because you might have a symmetrical face with big eyes, full lips, curvy figure, that doesn't constitute as beauty. You know what I'm saying? It may to somebody.
Yeah, but you can be an asshole too, and then that makes you ugly as fuck.
No. But even that, I'm going just based off of physical. Based off of physical. If you put, let's say like you put a Kim Kardashian up to like, let's say, I'm trying to think of somebody. What's the girl from Precious? The girl from Precious.
Yeah.
Right? The girl from Precious, she's dark skinned, she's a big girl, you know what I'm saying? And she's what most people would look at as not necessarily the most attractive person. I've had to step back and call bullshit on things like that. Because I ain't gonna lie, I used to be superficial like that.
Yeah, and she got a whole husband.
Well, that's my whole thing. Is that I wish society would stop like taking this idea of beauty and putting it out there, sending the wrong message to like young girls who are trying to grow up, who wants to be, eventually find a husband and be attractive. Because now they're going out here, showing off. And look, don't get me wrong, fine is fine. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say I don't notice the shit, right? Like it is what it is. But when you go out there and you put that out there and you want to call yourself a role model, I feel like it is kind of putting out an unhealthy message for a lot of girls out here who are trying to come up and want to be loved and want to be, they want to be considered beautiful or whatever. Like, I don't know. I always think about that. Like, who came up with the idea of what's considered beautiful?
No, man, because you hear the same little stories all the time or whatever, because the ones who they do all of that shit, most of them not married. And the ones who are married, they married to some dude that they walk all over and don't really respect. And I hear this main thing from a lot of women. It's like they'll see a woman that they find as unattractive or whatever. Or they look at like my 600-pound life and these women and stuff that be on there, they be married. And they like, man, what's wrong with me? If they can get a man and this and that, it's because they not assholes.
Yeah. That's that is true. A lot of women who know that they are pretty will use that to their advantage, and
until that shit runs out. Then now you looking for that dude who been begging to date you when y'all was young and shit.
And that's the thing. Look, if we're gonna call beauty, this idea of beauty, just know that shit's only for so long before you start either using Botox or the shit just start sagging and getting wrinkly. So, we gotta chill out. And it goes with guys too, because guys are very superficial. We're very visual creatures, and what we consider to be attractive is what it is. But we got to step back and stop treating the girl who's not the curvy girl like she ain't shit just because she doesn't look like that particular girl. Like, and I really speak heavy on this with Black women for sure, because to me, it seems like in our community, beauty is held by the standard of what's Eurocentric, right?
Right.
The flat, the thin nose. It's so weird. Like we take each other's cultures. It's the thin nose, the pointy face, the heart-shaped face, the curvy body, but also the silky hair and all this other stuff. It's just like, no, there's women who are there are Black women who are naturally beautiful that don't need none of that. Dark skin with coarse hair, full, thick, curly, coily hair, full lips, very full figure, voluptuous women. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about just the ones that got the small waist. There's some round girls that are beautiful too. Like,
they got so much. Man, look, if you're a soft woman that smell good, you clean, pretty much good.